Hi there. Well, it's 2024 now, and this year we'll be getting historical videos or events from 1700 to 1775, beginning with January 1st, 1700. Protestant Western Europe, except for England, begins using the Gregorian calendar. Russia begins using the Anno Domini and no longer uses the Anno Mundi era of the Byzantine Empire. Or Byzantine Empire. 1707, John V succeeds his father, Pedro II, as King of Portugal. 1710, glassblower Daniel Gabriel obtains 5 royal privilege for his invention of a folding umbrella, the first in Europe. 1724, glassblower Fahrenheit proposes the system for making thermometers, and a scale on paper to the Royal Society. Is elected a fellow on its basis. 1739, French explorer Jean-Baptiste Charles Bouvet de Lozier discovers the uninhabited island Bouvet, the world's most remote island near Antarctica. 1743, French explorers Louis Joseph and Francois de la Vérendrye are the first Europeans to reach the foot of the Rocky Mountains at Yellow River. 1758, the International Commission on Zoological Nomenclature establishes the starting point for standardized species names across the animal kingdom. 1764, 8-year-old Austrian music prodigy Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart performs for the royal family at Versailles Palace. 1770, state of action in the opera of Madeleine. 1772, first travelers Jacques go on sale in London, or actually the first travelers Czechs, go on sale in London and can be used in 90 European cities. 1775, English potter Josiah Wedgwood writes that he developed his famous Wedgwood blue in letter to Thomas Bentley. January 2nd, 1757, British troops occupy Calcutta, India. January 3rd, 1749, Benning Wentworth issues the first of the New Hampshire grants that led to the establishment of Vermont. 1750, a tax revolt in Harlem begins. 1752, East Indies invasion. Geldermalsen leaves at Malacca, 92 people killed. January 4th, 1717, Netherlands, Great Britain, and France signed a Triple Alliance. 1725, Benjamin Franklin arrives in London. 1754, Columbia University is founded as King's College in what is today New York City. 1757, Louis XIV of France survives an assassination attempt by Robert Vangois Damiens, a soldier who tried to stab the king as he was entering his carriage. 1762, 7 Years' War, Great Britain declares war on Spain and Naples. January 5th, 1709, the Great Frost begins. During the night, a sudden cold snap that remains Europe's coldest winter. Thousands are killed across the continent, and crops fail in France. 1717, the Prussian king Frederick William I buys conscripts for nobles. 1719, Britain, Hanover, Saxony, Poland, and Austria signed the Anti-Prussian and Russian Pact. January 6, 1720, Committee of Inquiry on the South Sea Bubble publishes its findings. 1745, Bonnie Prince Charles's army draws to Glasgow. The Britannic king, who attempts to claim the throne of England. 1759, George Washington marries the widow Martha Dandridge Custis, who later becomes the first woman depicted on a coin in 1886. She is also depicted on a stamp in 1902. 1773, Massachusetts slaves petition legislature for freedom. This does happen quite a bit, as it is allowed. January 7th, 1714, English inventor Henry Mill patents the typewriter for impressing or transcribing for letters, singly or progressively. Not the typewriter we know of today, but something that's I wouldn't really say the typewriter as we know of today that we see in movies, something completely different. January 8, 1705, George Frederick Handel's first opera, Almira, premieres in Hamburg, Germany, or what is then Hamburg, Germany. 1708, Spanish Armada, headed by San Jose and loaded with gold, sunk after a British squadron attacks off the coast of Colombia. 1716, Amsterdam, a gang leader and thief, Jocko, is arrested. I think it's probably either Shako or Jigaku. 1734, premiere of Handel's opera Ariodante at the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden, London. 1745, Britain, Austria, Netherlands, and Saxony signed the Anti-Prussian Quadruple Alliance. At the time, 1760, the comet C-1760 approaches Earth by 0.0682. January 9th, 1718, France declares war on Spain in the 2-year War of the Quadruple Alliance. 1728, coronation of the 12-year-old Peter II Alexeyevich as Tsar of Russia takes place in Moscow. 1760, Afghans of this time defeat Marathas in the Battle of Barahi Ghat. 1768, Philip Astley stages the world's first modern circus in London, depicting riders, trained animals, jugglers, clowns, all in one go. Moving on to January 10th, 1731, Charles Farnese becomes Duke of Parma and Piacenza. Others are Piacenza. Anyways, in 1724, King Philip V of Spain, the Bourbon king, abdicates the throne for Louis, who then dies of smallpox, bringing him out of retirement. Moving on to January 11th, 1709, Coley Cabert's play Rival Fools and premieres in London. 1753, Ferdinand IV of Spain and Pope Benedictus XIV signed the Concord. Spain recovers the right to appoint bishops and tax the clergy. 1759, the first American life insurance company is incorporated in Philadelphia. 1765, Frisia bans Voltaire's book, Treatise on Tolerance, which called for religious tolerance and targeted religious fanaticism of Jesuits. 1774, French astronomer Charles Messier adds the spiral galaxy in Kane's Benatici Lucas' own catalog. 1775, Francis Salvador becomes the first Jew elected to office in the Americas. That's all for now. Have a good one.